turn up the music a little bit while we do, we do the starting soon screen like we always do.
Yeah.
Let's just say I have a lot to say.
Same.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
I'm
a
ready.
lot.
I'm ready for the hate. I'm here for it.
You know what? We're gonna love. We're gonna do both ends. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you both ways.
I'm a lover.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna show you some loving. I'm gonna show you some hate. It's gonna be a good mix of questionable choices. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good time. That is one of the most successful bullets I've ever dodged in my life. I'll say that.
Ah, shit.
But apart from all that, anything just off the top of your head, casually, you may have come across?
I don't want much this week, to be honest. Just regular seasonals. Not a lot happened this week, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, just same old shit. The Uma Musume continues to be a pretty impactful IP because of the fucking game. It's kind of crazy, actually. Like, it's kind of crazy how popular the game is now relative to like you know, like Uma Musume players are actually going out and actually buying horses.
That's what?
Yeah, some of them have actually started to like buy horses to have them compete.
Right.
Because they get so obsessed with the gacha game. But that's the power of cute girls in gacha,
Yeah, the TOSM.
Yeah, I mean,
Powerful TOSM.
As
it should be.
It might actually get me. I might actually end up watching.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. Not sure about buying fucking horses, but yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Yeah. Because the movie's the one with all the like insane animation, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This movie.
Oh wait, isn't there? I thought there was a movie for Uma Musume.
Might be. I don't think there's. If there is, I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, okay. The anime is great. What's the one with the one edit that I see that keeps going around is with Aegis Tachyon. The one that wears the lab coat.
I'm very bad with names.
3 seasons, 4 videos, 1 movie. Season 9, right? That's from the movie? Okay, yeah, then there is a movie.
I even know there was a movie.
Dude, the movie looks fucking insane.
Big fan.
Ugh. Because all I see are TikTok edits.
Nice.
For it. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that link that oh shit. Obviously I can't watch it, but yeah, that link that Akari dropped, that's the one people take and
Oh yeah, I've seen this clip.
Yeah,
some of these clips. Just gotta be the best horse girl. Come on. If you're not, you're going to the glue factory. Can.
What's even funnier is that like all these stories are based off of like real horses. Like
yeah, all the names are based on actual horses. Yes.
No. The story is based on actual horses. Like,
oh, what?
Okay, in the movie, right? Like, Tachyon, she goes really fast, and then, she can't race anymore, right? Because she hurt herself. The actual horse had that same thing happen.
Damn, she just like made for it.
Yeah, and then there's another scene where like two of the horse girls start arguing each other when the gates open, and so they get like a super late start. That actually happened.
Nice.
Yeah, like so much. I was like, oh my god, the Uma Musume creators fucking giga brained, honestly. Yes. 4,000 IQ.
The best horse girls.
But yeah, I think I need to give it a gander for sure.
Yeah, it's basically a sports anime, so with some songs for some reason.
More like, cause why not? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Why the fuck not? All right.
Why the fuck not?
Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. We are, because I was fast enough, would have won if he didn't injure himself. Yep. Yeah, the horse was so dominating because it only ran 4 races, right?
Right.
But it dominated those races so incredibly that it probably could have gone on to like continuously win over and over and over and over and over again. But you know, it got hurt, so we'll never know.
Right.
Life imitates art. So welcome everybody to Critical Anime Theory. I'm joined today, as always, with my compadre Ananya, with your boy. Who am I today? Lasagna. Yeah, I like that one. Let's go with lasagna.
Nice. Lasagna.
Yeah. I think the anime they feel like assholes to look it up. Yep. You know, life gives the best stories, honestly. You know, and you know, because reality is such a great storyteller, I find it hard.
Yeah, the graphics are pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They go fucking insane.
Gameplay is kind of pay to win. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh no, it definitely is.
It actually says fucking pay to play as well. Fucking subscription fees, fucking taxes and shit.
It's just a money diff, bro.
It is. There's only one way out.
True. 6 feet under.
Yep.
But you know, life tells the best stories. Okay. And you know what tells the worst stories?
How do so?
Okay. The thing that tells the worst stories.
Well.
Okay. Well, I was already in a hateful mood, and you've just made it absolutely 1,000 times worse. And
I'm Emperor Palpatine. I'm here to make the hate grow.
You know what? I'm not gonna be nice today. I was thinking about being.
Shit. Let's go.
All right.
Let's get the whips and fucking strap-ons on. What?
Yes. So we're gonna start with some hate, and then we're gonna go into some love. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the hate is better to front. You know what I mean? You front load the hate, and then you just dump the love at the end. You know?
Yeah, you nuts, and then you give kisses.
Exactly, dude. So I watched Takopi.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, watched is an understatement. So I'm gonna just describe my viewing experience quickly, and then Bananas, you can give your thoughts, and then you know I'll lay into it. Basically, I watched 2.5 episodes of the anime.
Okay.
And then I gave it the ReZero Demon Slayer treatment, where
so it's a masterpiece. Okay.
Yeah. I just kept skipping like 30 seconds and speed reading the subtitles all the way up until the end. And let me tell you, I've never felt better about a decision in anime in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how I viewed this thing. Anyways, bananas.
So someone's feeling enough hate. I feel like.
Oh, I'll get more into it, but I want to hear your your thoughts.
It's pretty good, I think. It's not amazing. I think there's a lot of deep flaws that are kind of compacted by the ending. Not necessarily that the ending is super bad or anything. I just think it has some flaws. I liked it. Didn't love it. I'm actually surprised that it's so high on Mal right now. Earlier this week it was on 9. I think now it's 8.96, which is still, incredibly high. And it's fucking depressing. I think it borders on torture porn, which is I'm assuming it's one of the things you're gonna complain about. Which I think it's a fair take. I don't think this show's for everyone. I think there are a lot of other things you could watch. I still thought it was pretty good. I like the story, I guess. I like the characters. I mean, liking the characters. I like my octopus homie. Yeah. I don't have a lot of deep thoughts about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it could have done a lot of things better. The production is really good. The animation is pretty neato. I like the character designs. Music's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty good show. Not like amazing or anything, but pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot to say about it.
I feel like the show is a punishment for me for watching and thoroughly loving Ragnar Crimson too much. So God decided to put this show in front of me, and there's a review I want to touch on later that I think expresses my thoughts from a non-me perspective, right? I think it's fucking hilarious when shows are predicated on the fact that, like, not only is there like a fantastical amount of, like, almost non-existent reasons that people have, like like their circumstances are shitty, right? Obviously, for like the main character and the side character. I mean, the boy he's fucking fine the entire time.
He's just a little boy.
Yeah. I don't know. I just found it to be like a very like one of the funniest things that doesn't happen in real life. I mean, that it's not that it doesn't happen in real life, is that when I take this show and I prop it up against any other series that I've seen that like deals with the same sort of like I guess like ideas, I think it's like so wildly out there that it's something that can only more or less exist like in someone's head. You know what I mean? I mean,
I don't think it's like very extreme, like to an extent.
I mean, okay.
I don't necessarily agree, but I totally get where you're coming from. Like, it's I don't know, maybe not the first episode, but like episode 3 when I think it's episode 3 when they kill the spoiler for Takopi. I don't think you can talk about Takopi without spoiling.
Yeah, this is fucking spoilers. I was down with the show.
Like when they killed the girl, I was like, okay, this is kind of like out there.
I was
maybe
down
a bit too much at this point.
Like, yeah, I was down in the show up until then. I've never seen it. No, like I've seen it, but it's like it's so fucking dumb. Like a lot of the reasons that are portrayed in the show for like why the antagonist, which like I don't know if you could fucking call her that, um, hates the girl, right? Is like I was like, okay, all right, yeah, I guess I could see that. All right, you know what I mean? It felt almost comical in a sense because it was so overly exaggerated almost the entire time. Like, obviously, the creator of the show, like, the only things that are shown to be depressing, bad, or just like the lowest points in your life are from the artist's perspective, right? And I found it hilarious that like in order for this girl to be seen as the lowest person in society, so it was like, oh yeah, your mom needs to be a prostitute. You know what I mean? Like
They do
you're
pile a lot of things. Like they do pile a lot of things.
yeah, and then like not only that, but the when like in the original timeline where she kills herself, she's like, oh, I don't give a shit about my dad. But then in like in the alt time, like she does give a shit about her
I
dad,
mean,
and I guess
she
there's
obviously
like
cares. This is,
no
I
no I,
guess, part of
I
the reason why she like dies. Like
yeah, but like she
she
obviously
commits Sudoku.
yeah. I mean, she obviously cares, but like, if you were to look at both instances in which the timeline happened, I mean, granted, like, I already hate time travel already in anime. Like, you know this. Um,
Right.
but when you seemingly change like a character's like perspective or like outlook on a certain situation, um, like I don't know. I thought that one aspect of it was fucking hilarious, and I mean again I was still sold on the show. Like don't get me wrong, like from the first two episodes,
Right.
but like once Takopi one tapped her, I was like, what the fuck? And then the boys like I thought the show was gonna like I don't want to say in that moment it just completely ruined it for me, but like I thought in the moment it was gonna be like when the boy was like super serious about it, right? Where he
Mm.
was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you killed someone," and then she goes, "Oh, you'll hide her for me, won't you?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally down." You know what I mean? And I get it, right? It's like kids operating, whatever. Like that's like a thing that can happen, but to me, that didn't make anything necessarily like interesting. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be more of like well, one, I thought the show was gonna be more of like an introspective, like more psychological deep dive, right?
No, yeah,
Uh,
it tends to be more like about the, I guess the message. Like it's a very simple show when you like
no, 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 no.
deconstruct it.
It is very straightforward and to the point, right?
Right.
Like I don't doubt that at all. You know what I mean? Um, but like when like just like fucking like the girl hates the other girl because like her dad's like an asshole, right? But like the dad's an asshole because he's fucking the other girl's mom because she's like taking all the money. But like I feel like we just get told a lot of stuff and then we're never really just like shown any like a lot of the times there's like sort of like this I mean it's fucking anime, right? It's like visually descriptive.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
And so
it is indeed anime.
you kind of see the progression in how things how things happen, which then result in the like terrible like abuse or whatever. You know what I mean? But like we
Mm.
don't even see any of that. We're just like told, oh yeah, this is what's happening. Like I'm pretty like the main girl's mom, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but she only has about like 5 minutes of screen time, right?
Yeah, yeah. She does not like. I mean, I mean, that's sort of the point, right? She doesn't. She's not present for like her daughter. She's like quite literally does not care.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, you know,
I mean, but like normally in shows when you do have parents that just don't care, like there is more of like a I guess like like showing as to like why, you know what I mean? Like normally we get motivations from the parents themselves. You know what I mean? Like
I
that
mean,
that
she's
that that
just not
sort of like
very good
feed into
people.
like
Like,
why the child is being neglected like actually because dude I'm looking at it from like a story perspective, you know what I mean? Like I'm looking at it as like how are you going to write this out in a way to where like I'm going to believe why the things that are happening to her are happening to her? You know what I mean? Like it's sort of like
Right.
don't think about any of the context behind it. Just believe it for what we tell you for what it
I
is. You
mean,
know what I mean?
if you're seeing it from like the character's perspective, you're just a kid. Like a lot of those things, quite literally go over her head. Like it's it's meant to be seen from her perspective. Like
No, I
you know what I mean? It's like
that would
it's there's like a double like I guess we call it a dichotomy. It's like Takopi is a fucking idiot, right? He does not understand like anything that's happening.
yeah.
And to some extent, like the kids don't either. Like they understand the consequence of the actions of their parents, but they don't necessarily understand why it happens. So like, it, I don't know.
I mean, I mean,
I just a lot of other problems with the series. Not a lot, but like
I
it's just so torture porn to
no,
like
but we
because like it's not that just she gets bullied at school because her mom is like fucking like the other dude's fucking dad, like the other girl's dad. No, it has to be like that the dog needs to die. It has to be that the fucking dad started a new family and doesn't even care about her. It's like they have to pile up so many fucking things that I don't think actually helps the story. I think a lot of it is just like you know that meme in Family Guy when Stewie gets fucking robbed, and he says, "At least I didn't get robbed. At least it's not raining." And then it starts raining and it gets fucking stabbed.
yeah.
Like that's how this anime feels sometimes.
Okay. I want to get to that point, right? Because I'm mostly focusing on like the beat. I think it's because like, well, okay. One, I I feel like we've had this conversation before. I don't fucking remember about what. I think it was your voice. Oh no, a silent voice. Dude, I swear to God, we've had this exact same conversation.
Masterpiece movie.
Oh, I know what it was. It was because like it didn't fucking make sense. Oh, what was it? I know. I was it silent voice? It was something where I was like, I don't see the motivations for the bullying, right? But then like
Oh
people were telling me that it was like, oh, it's because they're kids. But like I fucking know that it's
no,
because
there
they're
was
kids.
like some proper motivations for the bullying.
No, I
I
know,
mean,
but
not proper, but
I don't
it's
remember. Okay, the motivations for her bullying was because the girl was fucking her. The girl's mom was fucking her dad, and so
right.
she
It's
took
very
out
clear. Like
yeah, and so the mom took all the anger out on the girl, and so the girl took all
right,
the anger on the other
right.
girl,
She's
right?
a kid. She doesn't really like see her mom as like she feels like the need to blame someone, which is very like very bully behavior, right? It's like
Dude, okay, I fucking like you are okay. I understand that bullying gets bad, and I understand how cruel kids are, but the way that I am watching it is that they're like this is a fucking written story, right? And even in the real world, right? One most things aren't just done for no reason whatsoever, right? One, and even if they are, right, that's not what the story is. There is a motivated like the antagonist clearly has a fucking motivation behind why she's treating the girl the way that she is, right? But like to me it's like, oh, like cuz like I think about it, right? So she says in the anime like I want to I want you to go away because my mom my family was happy before you existed. You know what I mean? Wait, is the
mm,
girl her sister?
no.
No, it's a different person. Okay, sorry. I don't know why. I'm making up my own reasons why for it to make sense. So
I get it. So like
she
I
says
think that makes sense. I don't.
yeah, she said my family was normal before you existed. I'm like, wait a second. Like am I missing like some context
I
so
mean,
like
it's not logical, right? It's just emotional, I guess.
well no, but the thing though is that it's like there is a lot of foreshadowing in the show, right? Through what the characters say that develop later on in the series, right? So like I'm taking everything as if it has like meaning behind it. You know what I mean?
No,
Because
no.
the
It's
show's
like an emotional reaction. Like she just lashes out to the other girl because she's getting basically fucking beat the shit out of her at home and like being emotionally and physically abused.
yeah, but like
And she knows it's her mom's fault, so she like blames like she
no,
can really like
I
fucking go
I
beat the
I
shit out of her mom, so she
I
beats
get
the
that,
fuck out
but
of her.
the thing is that it's like when you mix characters saying things for the sake of saying things with like an insane amount of like foreshadowing within the series, like it gives me mixed signals.
I don't think it's a very like
But
a deep series. It's like an
it's
emotional series. I think you're reading a bit too much into
yeah,
it.
because even then, right? Even then, right? Even then, if I were to take it at face value, it's just an emotional like series between the two. I accepted that, right? I fucking accepted that because it was watchable. I told you I watched the first two episodes all the way through. Okay, but then
But
when Takopi one shot sniped her, I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And like from there on out, like I was like, I was like, okay, okay, cool, I guess, you know. And then apparently the boy has trauma, which led him to like help her fucking hide the body, you know.
right,
Um, and then it just
that's
like
pretty interesting.
it just like I thought it was gonna be more like mystery, like sort of like a more like dynamic. I thought the show was gonna be different. You know what I mean?
Right, that's fair.
As it
That's fair.
progressed, you know what I mean. Instead of just like what I would consider just like trauma slop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but then and then they insert like a fucking alternate timeline. You know,
That was really like
where
or like
Takopi
rewind time
helps
for the
the
shit.
no if they fast forward because she kills Takopi and then Takopi like is like in the future with the girl with the other girl that has the scar in middle school
Mm.
because
No, but that was like a past timeline.
was that a past timeline?
Yeah. Yeah.
But how does she have a scar in that timeline when she doesn't have a scar in this timeline?
Oh, that I mean, yeah, that's like explained like in the
No, I know, I know that, but like when they are wearing uniforms,
right.
so they are older.
But no, that's just that only happens at the end, right? Or am I missing something?
Yeah, towards the end.
You mean it last like at the end? I'm confused.
Okay, you know how Takobi helps the other girl.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and
Right.
it's the other girl. It's just the other girl and her mom,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the main story is 2016. The Marina flashback is so yeah, it goes forward in time.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Is that it? Like it's an alternate timeline because the girl isn't dead.
It's a flashback. Right. Yeah. It's like Takopi's flashback. Yeah. Like he
But
went to work later in 2022, but he also went to work in like 2016. Like he went back. Right. Exactly.
yeah.
He forgot. He forgot.
Yeah, he forgot.
Because
But
he's a
what
fucking pink
what
octopus.
yeah,
A real one.
what
A
I'm
real
saying
one.
is that like there like there's a bunch of stuff that are just I don't know. I thought that was like fucking jarring. It's like, oh, okay, well, this shit happened. You know, sure, right? Um,
Mm.
I don't know, man. Maybe it was like I expected something else, and I got like an entirely different
I
story.
think that might have been it.
And and
And
and
well,
not
later episodes are like a bit too much sometimes. Like
no, I
again,
didn't, dude. I described it perfectly. The main story is
no,
2016.
I
The
mean like
flashback is
the
2022.
I
That's what
read
I
a
was
bit too
saying.
much in like the sense that like I think there's a first episode a bit too much. It's hard to see where the story's going. They pile up like 4 different traumas. She can have 1 or 2 traumas. She has to like 4. She's like fucking catching Pokemon badges. I sort
Yeah,
of describe
I
it
mean,
as, that scene in Elfen Lied.
mhm.
Like the main character, like backstory. It's not enough that like she's an orphan and she got like basically experienced dog and torture on when she was a kid. No, no, she has to go to the orphanage and then a kid has to kill a dog, like a puppy with a fucking jar, which should be impossible, but whatever. And like no, and then you need to add that to that. Then she needs to kill all the kids and go evil. It's like it's that level sometimes of like you did not need more to make the message fit in.
Yes. Well,
And
it's
that's like for me, that's the biggest like complaint about it. It's
yeah. I think it's the
I don't say
oversaturation.
over the top because I'm sure people had similar-ish
No, 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 no.
experiences,
Yeah.
but man, they really like pile up all the shit on it. Like
I think it's the oversaturation. It's like the like jarring pivots in story. Uh, the like, dude, and I get it. Like, none of the characters are likable. You know what I mean? Like that, they're all
I mean,
flawed, which is
Takopi
fine.
is really one. Takopi
I mean,
is
Tagopi's,
real one.
I
Even
guess,
though he's basically like really stupid,
yeah,
which is part of the fun. He's very like oblivious, which I think is the most interesting dichotomy of the series. It's like all this dark shit is happening, and Takopi is just like, ooh.
I mean, okay, and then lastly, right? Okay, would you say that the show is trying to say, excuse me, suicide is not the answer, right?
I mean, it's a bit. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely part of it.
That's
It's
part of
more.
it,
I think
right? But
that's yeah,
what
that's
I
part of
found
it.
hilarious is that like the way that he fixes all their problems is that he kills himself. You know what I mean? Uh, like
So,
he ends up sacrificing himself to fucking
I mean,
to fix
in some
everything.
ways, it was like attuning for his mistakes,
Yeah, yeah, but
which
like
like is like he. The first rule is to not like give like items to the like to humans, and like he breaks it. Actually, it's him breaking those rules multiple times that causes a lot of trouble.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, I think him
Okay.
murdering her, uh,
That's kind of epic.
yeah,
You just 360 no sculptor across the
bro,
room.
I laughed. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I
I mean, I was just like, I'm. No. I want to say left, but I was definitely stunned. I was like, what?
I
Then I
thought it,
like shocked and I'm like, oh my god! I was like, huh? Like the cat's like going, huh?
yeah, yeah, I just I I guess I needed to have like or the message that you are not really alone and maybe bond with every week moving forward. But sure, yeah. I mean, again,
Right.
okay. I'm not arguing the message like whatsoever. Like, I don't think the message was bad. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. You know, I just did not like I just didn't like it. I didn't like the story, the execution. Like all the other things you mentioned, I think are great. Like the animation, the music,
Yeah.
the art, like fantastic. You know what I mean? It just went in a lot of directions that I didn't think it would go in, and I they should have killed the parents in each other. And Super Sakuga seems to be good, dude.
That
Okay,
would have been epic. I'm not gonna
that
lie.
would have been Loki kind of sick. Um,
How do you make suicide soccer?
dude, yeah.
No,
I mean,
that would be a challenge actually.
yeah. I mean, it was yeah. I I I think my enjoyment was obviously within the first 2 episodes. You know,
Hmm.
that's where I
I
liked
enjoyed
it.
all of it, even when I wasn't like super invested. I think the ending was a misstep. Like I don't think the ending ruined the series. I just
No, no, no.
was expecting a
Because
bit more from the ending.
again, because you know how we always ask ourselves, right? Like, what was the goal of the series, right?
Right.
And I think it did its job, right? What the
Oh
goal
yeah, absolutely.
was, you know what I mean? But I just don't necessarily agree with how it got there. Yeah, that there you go. That's the
Yeah.
That's a good summary of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I think that's fair. I'm inclined to agree. I think the pacing is a bit off for the entire series.
Yeah,
I
I
like.
do think it could have benefited more from being longer, but you know.
It's just there's like it's 6 episodes. It's only gonna be it's gonna have to do a lot of things in 6 episodes. But then the last episode is kind of like the series just kind of phases away. And it's not like egregious. It's not like Platinum ends level ending.
No, 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 God, no.
But for a lot of what they could have done and how they could have done it, I feel like it was a bit like Takopi was just like Naruto speech of like I do no pain, which was kind of okay, and like it ends fine. They become friends kind of out of nowhere, which is one of my biggest complaints about it. I kind of left that in I made a like a 2 paragraph comment on Nude's post about it,
Hmm.
which the series does so much torture porn early on that any semblance of a good ending we just accept it because we want an happy, like I want to say happy ending, but like a okay conclusion, non shitty conclusion, I guess. That some of it is just skipped over. I feel. Yeah, they are kids. Find one thing they have in common, and they're friends for. I mean,
Eh, mm,
maybe if she didn't bully her relentlessly for like fucking months, maybe I'd be more like agreeing with that. Like, I totally agree that kids are fucking dicks, and they can also be really nice to each other at the same time. But them becoming friends at the end felt a bit. And I want them to be friends. I didn't feel it was earned. Like they looked at the fucking octopus drawing on a notebook and they were like,
yeah.
"Damn girl, you know it."
We both went through that. Yeah.
It's like that. It's the fucking Batman Super versus Superman scene. The what did you say, Martha?
I mean,
That was like the equivalent of
I
that
mean,
to be honest.
when you really think about it, it's like, oh, these two people would have never, well, no, could never, coexist had it not been for like an extraterrestrial alien that went through multiple, um, points in time just to make them reconcile. You know what I mean? Like there was no like thing that could happen in the real
Yeah,
world to
and like the ending
resolve
scene
the
is fun.
issue.
It's like cute to see them like hang
No,
around,
yeah,
talk,
it
and
is.
stuff.
But when
It's
we're
like cute.
when
But
when
it's like
when we're
we
talking
kind of got
about
here, kind of.
like what
It's kind of we just kind of stumbled here. We didn't make it here.
yeah, like what about this is like something that can I get it. Like you should talk, but like you need like an alien to like go back in time and do that, or I don't know. It's again, it's with how they got there. I don't disagree with the message. Don't kill yourself. Go have chilies or something.
Yeah, it has a nice message about fighting forgiveness and you know friendship, and I think mostly fighting forgiveness. So that's a lot of I got from it, and like finding peace even with the awful situations you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty good series. It's a good series. Like I think it's a very solid 7 out of 10.
I I
I just think a lot of people are more invested in the I don't want to say gimmick, but like in how hard it is to watch. It's less like the catch, like 1-on-1, like the what do you call it, catch 82 or what fucking
catch 22.
yeah. It's like the people are more and almost more like invested in how dark it is and the gimmick it presents. Gimmick is probably definitely not the right word, but yeah, people are
Yeah.
definitely more
I mean this is
engulfed with the tone and how dark it is than
yeah.
maybe the execution itself.
I think that I don't
Which
know.
I'm not saying it's Akari's case. I'm just saying I feel like that's what I've been seeing a lot about it. Like I've and I don't think the ending is bad or polarizing. I've seen people react very poorly to the ending. It's fine. but I
I
don't think
think
it's also like amazing 10 out of 10 or like 9 out of 10 material.
you know what I think? I think the anime is okay.
A
I
pretty good
think
anime. It's not the
I think it's okay.
one I would recommend to a lot of people,
Yeah.
but it's a pretty good anime. Pretty unique shit. Like compared to a lot of things, it's very unique.
Well,
Very
I mean, I'm gonna be
very
honest. I don't
cool.
know who the fuck I'd recommend this to, but
Yeah, it has to be like very specific like
I think if someone said
recommendations.
that they wanna cry, I guess I'll give them this one. I
I,
guess.
I think it's like the similar to what's that famous manga? Uh, uh I can't remember the name of the manga. It's a Pyun or whatever. Is it Pyun? Yeah, Good Night Pun Pun. Yeah, Pun Pun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely has the similar vibes.
I think also like
Yeah, Yasumi Pun Pun. Yeah, yeah.
when yo, what's up, Maisu?
Yeah,
Um
thank you much. Yeah, that's the one.
like even though there's like a simplicity like in the message, right? And like people have I feel like a lot of people are writing reviews not about like the show, just more of like their personal outlook on humanity, I guess, which I don't know if that speaks to the show or more so them wanting an outlet to describe something. You know what I mean? Um, but I don't know, man. It's yeah, I just wasn't a fan. Personally, again, I love the first 3 episodes or the first 2.5 episodes, and then everything after that, I kind of would just like kind of just checked out, honestly. But let's look at some my anime list reviews. So you give it a 7 out of 10, bananas? Wait, bananas? Hello? Oh shit. DDC.
Oh, sorry, mic turned off for some reason.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
good.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. You know what? I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I think I'm comfortable putting it there. I think it's definitely not the worst thing I've seen. That's for sure.
Oh, it's fucking far from the worst thing I've seen this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 1,000%.
It's good, man. I just don't think it's maybe the 9 out of 10 or like 10 out of 10 people are making it out to be. I like the message. I like the technical point of execution. I'm not sure about the narrative execution of some points of it.
Let
But yeah,
me
good anime.
find. Hold on. There was one review. Oh, here it is. Supersonic Pain. I'm really only picking out this one because this is like the first one that I
I mean,
read.
Supersonic, come on, has to be good.
Yeah, and he has what's her name from Monogatari as his PFP.
Uh, Man of Culture.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the funny, if the funny thing there, but okay.
Yeah. We'll I mean the recommended the recommended reviews, right? Like have like 46 paragraphs, and like the not recommendeds are just like 2 paragraphs, you know what I mean?
No,
um I just feel like it's a lot of people trying to describe why the show's good, you know what I mean? And that like, oh yeah, you definitely should watch this, instead of um
Takopi was a real one.
yeah.
Fucking love Takopi. He's like imagine if your dog had
If your dog could
like
speak.
time travel technology. That'd be fucking great.
Takopi was basically Chappie the whole time. I'm happy the dog lived though. That was my favorite part. I'm happy
that
the
that was kind of epic.
Yeah. I'm happy the
Definitely
dog
not the
dog lived.
JoJo season. If it was judges, they would have killed the dog.
uh, okay. So this is a review by I Wear Clothes. Okay.
I guess a
Um,
dog, so he's probably gonna like it. He definitely likes
I didn't realize that.
it.
Okay. Takopi's original sin. I'll probably just I don't know. We'll see how this review is and if you agree with it or not.
Yeah.
Takopi's original sin is not the latest misery porn, nor is it exercised in mere shock value. It is not exploitative in the sense of subject matter, and it does not aim to subvert conventional perspective of death. It is not abstract or surreal. These are not what encapsulate Takopi's original sin. It is more or less the inverse of each. Its gut wrenching depictions cannot be surreal because they are literal. It cannot be totally abstract because it mirrors its own face value.
Okay. Competitive here, better. Yeah.
It is exempt from accusations of exploitation because its dark events are seen from an overlooking view and earned by the narrative. It is too meaningful in how it deals with trauma to warrant reactive, emotionally illiterate labels like trauma bait. The tragedies of Takopi's original sin are witnessed by the most unbiased observer imaginable, a cutesy alien octoblob, entirely naive to the ways of human nature.
But I mean, can't say. I can't say I like a review when the first paragraph is like uh, talking about people who dislike it, but okay. But I sort of agree with it, to be honest. Like the first, I think that like makes sense what they're saying.
Yeah. Therein lies the true horror which serves beyond any shadow of a doubt to humanity itself, viewed through no lenses whatsoever. On display here
Okay.
is a 1-to-1 face facsimile of a species that wakes up and chooses violence every morning, a ruling handed down by the what the
Let's skip
fuck
that
is this
paragraph.
guy's
I'm cringing. Skip that paragraph.
Okay. The title character, Takopi, read Just a Little Guy, points this out in the anime by completely failing to understand negative human emotions, jealousy, hatred, contempt, wrath. Each time, Takopi can only process these emotions with one invariable result: confusion. This is a story where literal magic can't save humanity itself, a pessimistic and bleak outlook that parallels real world sentiment. The failures of the adult characters are reflected in the lives of their children, and the anime treats this transmission of trauma as both a spectacle and a thesis. It's an age old problem presented with modern bluntness. Magic doesn't mean shit when the worst problems we conceive of are orchestrated and perpetrated by ourselves. We'll keep pressing the suffer button.
I'm surprised this doesn't have a Joker profile pic, but okay.
If Takobi is
I
confused
mean,
about,
so far, like I don't necessarily disagree. It's just the way they're saying it. It's
yeah, it's
like
it's almost like Takopi, you know.
you don't need two paragraphs to say that people bad, human bad. Like
but do you understand?
people understand this. That's kind of like most people understand this. If
Yeah.
you're above the age of 12, you understand human malice. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just read the end. Okay. In retrospect, Takopi's original sin is a forceful, visceral, and no frills exclamation of humankind. It's not really concerned with delivering some lofty message or ominous warning. It simply holds up a mirror and asks us to confront what the glass reveals: our own capacity for cruelty, our own complicity and suffering. At only an intimate 6 episodes, it sets the ideas out on a display in true scorched earth fashion, leaving no room for padding as its opposing worldviews compete to dominate the narrative. Misery for the sake of misery's sake, spectacle for the sake of spectacle's sake. This anime flies in the face of such shallow takes. It actually has something to say. Malevolence, compassionalism, determination. These are what capitalize. So I don't.
I think I don't know. I feel like this is missing the forest for the trees because
Yes.
it's not like okay, sure, you can go deeper and talk about human malice or whatever. But I think it's more of a very personal story. It's not about fixing mankind or human nature. It's sort of about like dealing with your problems, not the fucking world's problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like going like, it's like big teams. I don't think that's. what the show is trying to go for. It's those ideas, but very small sized, like very human, one human size, or in this case, like two children sized.
Like this is like
It's very personal. It's not very like society big, like type of story. But
yeah, I don't think the show warranted enough content or like.
I don't think it was trying. Like
No, but that's what I'm saying though.
They go on about how
they are trying. Not the show.
Like in the first paragraph, they go like about how the story's played very straightforward, and then the last fucking paragraph has the words determinism and nihilism. So I don't know. Like, it's a very emotional story. It's not a very technical one. Like,
bad people do bad things, and when they do bad things, it leads to bad kids, I guess, which are bad. You know,
bad things are bad.
Bad things are
People
bad.
die when they are killed. when your head gets cut off, you die. That was such a good.
You know, maybe
when a person's head gets off, they die.
Maybe I'm the real. I'm the real. What's it called?
You're the Takopi.
Maybe I'm Takopi this entire time. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep reflecting back on like the first two episodes and then getting halfway through the third and just being like, all right, cool, I guess. You know what I mean?
I'm very distracted by that not recommended review.
Yeah, I got
the first three paragraphs, I guess sentences, are not even about the series.
I know. There's a reason for it. I will say, you know that long ass review we just read. I think they work on a YouTube channel, and I was about to like in my head be like, oh, these fucking people, they're so fucking dumb. And you know what? One of their recent videos is.
What? How
good summertime rendering is. So I was like, you know what?
I mean,
sure. I cannot have an opposing opinion to this. You know what I mean?
It's not even that the other was poorly written. I mean, it was some parts of it. It's just it's kind of conflicting. The review itself is kind of conflicting on itself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe this show was not something that you consume.
You know what?
One after another.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to write a review.
Ooh. Can you do that while I go through this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one was not recommended. Let's see. Okay, are you ready? I've mentioned this before, but I like to follow Weekly Shonen Jump to see if there's any new big hits I can get on the ground floor of, read the entertaining train wrecks, and read some unfortunate casualties of the cutthroat table of contents. One of the more notable flameouts was the Ichinose family's Deadly Sins, made by the same guys who made this anime. It was an incoherent mess where everyone bawled their eyes out because their lives just sucked so much. But then they made a successful series. This one, how could this be? Was this just a fluke? Them trying to overcorrect their initially poor ratings in Weekly Shonen Jump? Lo and behold, we come to today where Takopi's original sin finally gets its anime. Yeah, I'm sorry. Fraud watch. This show is only better than Ichinose because it wasn't canceled part way through. If you look at my favorites, it is clear I'm no stranger to everything sucks and we are fucked anime. I love Devilman Crybaby. I love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They're not as nihilistic, but I also greatly enjoyed Dead Man Demons Dead Destruction and Full Metal Alchemist 2003. I am fine with Edge. This show is just depressing, but not in a good way. It's just exhausting, and that's the main word for it. The show is fucking exhausting. No character is likable. I like Takopi, but the problem is that his goal is to make the other unlikable characters happy, so I couldn't even root for him. Shizuka is introduced as a bullying victim, and yep, that sure sucks. But she's shown to be an antisocial psychopath who is willing to hurt anyone when they aren't down for it with her. Marina is a dickhead bully for her home life. For her home life sure does suck, but she never gets better or even gets the chance to be better.
I don't think this person has ever interacted with another human being.
This is my favorite part. Naoki did it all for the nookie. I guess I sympathize with him the most because he's a smart guy who gets the crumb of the potential to get pussy, and he instantly agrees to any fucked up shit that Shizuka asks him to do. Really, the problem is that the kids are all antisocial assholes who have bad home lives, suffer and cry, and that's the extent of their characters. As soon as Naoki gets any sort of positive attention, he's basically written out of the story. Speaking of which, anything to say thematically, I presume the takeaway was supposed to be people are a mix of good and bad, and happiness is achieved by taking things out. But here, my full rendition. But here, my full rendition of what would have happened if she. But here's my full rendition of what would have happened if Shizuka tried to talk to, Marina. Shizuka, hey, I heard your home life is kind of shitty. Marina pushes Shizuka to the ground, stomps on her. Marina, and whose fault is that, you little slut, you homewrecker? Shizuka cries because this is a Takopi's original sin. Anyway, the adults are continuously evil. That's all there's to say about that. The only good adults are the ones who are barely in the story at all. Every other adult is shown to be so evil, they'll rip your fingernails off for getting a 99 on a test out of 100. I heard that Takopi is supposed to be some sort of fucked up take on Doraemon, what with all the gadgets and helping a little kid outside of the happy camera.
That's such a funny description.
They aren't all really they aren't really all that relevant. We see them a total of like one each. Maybe this could have worked as a black comedy where Shizuka was more actively a villain protagonist, and we see her like use a happy water gun to shoot up her school or something. But it's not really funny either. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I had this thought when I was watching the show. I was like, this would be a great black comedy. I didn't think of that second part though. That's actually fucking crazy. I laughed a couple times, at very appropriate times at least, I presume. In the first episode, when the tedium of just how fucking exhausting this show is to sit through got through to me, and I stopped laughing. I stopped tearing up. It was just boring, miserable experience. It's monotonous. None of the characters are likable. It doesn't seem to have anything to say. It's just bad. The show has good production value and a unique style of art. I personally don't care for it, but it wasn't unwatchably bad. The ending is weird too. They throw an 11th hour plot twist in the 5 of the 6 episodes, and then don't really do anything with it. I suppose you could call it bittersweet ending, but the bitter didn't work out because I didn't believe in the chemistry between the characters, and the sweet didn't work out because I felt it was pulled out of their ass. I did say the show needed more episodes to cook, but to be honest, I think the show is kind of unsalvageable. The concept of Doraemon being given some edgy teen using the gadgets to do some Heather shit could be pretty fun, but it's not a black comedy. It's just misery porn in the worst way. I guess Takopi, the character, was cute enough to not make this a 1, but God man, fuck, the show is awful. The modern day Alphen lied, and just like that show, give this shit a skip. Reviewers rating 2.
Compared this one, yeah. Comparing this to Elfen Light is it's quite the reach.
It is. I'll definitely say that. Alphen Light is an anomaly. Alphen Light compared to 2025. I know, right? But this review made me laugh. So.
Oh yeah, at least this expression is funny. I don't think they understand basic human emotions, but at least they're funny.
Yeah. Heather's mentioned culture review. Yep.
Yep, but it's a fact. You heard it here first.
Dude, low key. I think it's because I'm American. Do you think that's why I'm having such tough time with the show? Maybe it's because I'm an American.
You're saying you're dumb. Is that what we're getting here?
I'm saying that whole school would have been blasted.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I totally understand this being like a divisive anime. Like I'm surprised it's not more divisive. Actually, I'm surprised it's standing at close to a 9 and not closer to like an 8. Which I'm not hating on. I'm just surprised that a lot of people are enjoying it as much as they did. When I think a lot of people would identify with this idea of it being torture porn, which sometimes it maybe feels a bit like it. Not like Elfen Lied, but like, yeah. I don't know. It's a pretty good anime. It's really well directed too. Like it's all the technical aspects of it are really well done, which I think buys a lot of suspense of disbelief. I do like that both the person who recommended and the person who did not recommend it did not understand the core message of the series, which I find it very interesting.
But
But
I mentioned that right before we looked at the reviews that a lot of people like you said don't are 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 missing the forest for the trees, right?
right,
Like I don't know. I feel like because we are basically the recommend and don't recommend, right? Like, but we
yeah,
both understand. You know what I mean? Like the show's message was pretty simple. You know what I mean? Like there's
yeah.
nothing really to like complicate it. Um,
Maybe it was about Chinese colonialism. You know what I mean? Maybe it is
maybe.
about that.
Speaking of colonialism, I want to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've done enough hate. I think it's time for some love. Are you ready?
Oh hell yeah, Bobby 11.
Bananas and the few people listening to this and that will watch it.
The real ones.
Well, actually, mostly bananas. I want you to describe to me how do I feel about Chainsaw Man. If you were to tell me how I feel.
You're a professional hater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
professional hater is the best, short but sweet description.
Yep. 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 And would you say my hate is pretty like entrenched and visceral, right?
Yeah, yeah. You're like a Monogatari fan and taking a shower.
Well, bananas, I'll tell you today I've showered
Oh,
and I have flipped my perspective a complete 180. I like Chainsaw
okay.
Man.
Damn. Um, ring the bells, boys. The apocalypse is coming.
now
Oh no.
I will say um I will say that my
Do say.
hate for Chainsaw Man was definitely nowhere near entrenched on as much as Bell, right? Bell is like, you know what I mean?
True, true, true. Bell is
Yeah.
just bad. At least Chainsaw Man has positive aspects.
But I am not opposed to admitting that I was wrong, all right? Or to a change of point of view, you know? The turns have tabled. I read this latest chapter of Chainsaw Man, and let me tell you, bananas.
Hmm.
Let me tell you, okay?
Do tell. I'm here for it.
I am right back on the train, baby. I am
Shit.
all in. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Another Maki the dog has joined the fray. Let's
Dude.
go. We're so back.
Now, remember when I messaged you earlier this week and I was like,
Hmm.
Chainsaw Man is good again? I read one chapter and you were
Okay.
like,
I do wonder. I do wonder what level of fuckery I've had to had happen in that chapter for you to like change.
it it was a how do I describe it? It was a complete and I guess like very straightforward, blatant and bold. Uh I want to say a fuck you to a certain nation, right? Um
Mm.
but yeah, it's yeah, it
Yeah.
damn it, it's really hard to say things without spoiling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um
Okay. I like that.
because like there's a lot
I'm not gonna
of
read because I don't know how to read. So.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, okay, the arc that they're going to animate in the most recent Chainsaw Man movie, the Reese arc, like, I, I'm not a fan of it, but I am a
Hmm?
fan of
The
like,
Riz arc.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think it's, yeah, it was okay. I am, however, a
Okay.
fan of the current arc, and
Okay, so the third arc is starting then. Okay, that's good.
yeah, I mean, because like essentially Fujimoto just like hits the reset button. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
that's very Fujimoto like actually.
yeah, and then he just kind of like does it better. You know? Um,
Nice.
I'll just tell you this. Okay, are you ready? And this isn't really too much
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a spoiler. You know, the Death Devil, right? Because obviously there is, because you know how like the primordial devils are like some of the strongest, right?
Right.
The Death Devil refers to herself as Lil D.
Dang.
Okay,
That's kind of epic.
from the brain of Fujimoto.
Yeah, Fujimoto was a he definitely has a brain.
And let me tell you what, that was the low point of the chapter. Okay, that was the
Damn.
low point.
Is
Okay.
she a hot mommy? Let me look.
Oh,
Demon.
I will not say anything because if I speak, I will spoil. Okay.
Okay.
But I will say, um, there is a devil
Mhm.
that is like insanely prominent in the current arc, that I really
Right.
like a lot. Their
Mhm.
design, their powers. Uh, I'm sort of like sort of infatuated with the character itself. You know what I mean?
Right,
Um,
right.
especially
Uh,
now.
Benji simping confirm.
Exactly.
Um, nice, nice. Spread the word, boys. Spread the word.
I will say it was a bit of a dredge to get to the point that we're at right now. You know what I mean?
It's fine. I'll
Um,
just. Is a movie coming out this year? Yeah, it is. Nice,
yeah.
nice.
I do
Good,
hope
good.
I do hope that they ramp up production and they just go a little bit faster. I mean, Chainsaw Man should be almost done, right? And how do I put it? Like, I I I don't think the series can have a platinum ending, right?
Mhm.
Because in order to have a platinum end, your ending needs to be devoid of reasoning, right? Um, and I think they've established a solid reasoning for why the end would come, basically. You know?
Yeah, we will come in the end. What?
Yes. Exactly. 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 Um damn, it really sucks because there's gonna be a point. I think it's in the arc after this movie, right? Um
Mm-hmm.
where Chainsaw Man is given a sort of like a description of into like what Chainsaw Man is. You know what I mean? Because we don't really know that quite yet. You know, all we know him as like a horny dumbass Denji. Which
Right.
to Fujimoto's credit, he still is, and hasn't changed a bit. Uh,
Uh huh.
which is fucking fantastic, if I do say so myself. Um, and then dude, there's just so much that like in the most recent chapters that I'm excited for them to animate. You know, uh, I think the discourse on Denji being violated, even though that's all he's ever asked for, you know, is kind of hilarious. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That is a silly guy.
he is quite the silly guy, and it's kind of funny the
He's- it's funny because he was a Gunner before the term Gunner was a thing.
dude, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like I I I feel
He's a
like
real one.
the fandom for Denji is essentially the equivalency that people It's like the equivalent love people would give to like a dog. You know what I mean? Cause like
Yeah, he's not like
Denji,
you really don't see him as like a full person. He's just very single minded,
yeah, but
which is fun.
he's like so dumb that it just kind of works in the end. You know?
Yeah, yeah, it's like Takopi. You just want to like him because he's dumb. He's just a little guy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and people die too in Chainsaw Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
the time.
Takopi is Chainsaw Man confirmed. Same. Imagine
Dude,
Fujimoto gets revealed as Takopi.
that would be
Yeah.
fucking. I would legitimately like Takopi a lot more.
Probably have it will have other women and not children,
Oh, dude, yeah, exactly.
and like some demons, and like instead of like being shot, she would like be split in half, and then in quarters.
The magical water gun school shooting scene would definitely happen.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking great. But yeah, I mean, if there's any way that I could talk about the most recent chapter without really spoiling anything, would be just one word.
That's how Twitter is. Yeah, that's what Twitter is for. Am I right?
Yeah, but it would just be one word and one word only. Okay, you know what that word would be?
Yeah, to tell.
America.
Nice.
Anyways, I think that'll probably do it for us for today. Bananas. Lovely discussion. Okay.
As always.
Next week, we'll probably at least for the next 3 months, we'll probably have to be doing Sundays.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, because I will be quitting my job pretty soon, so I'll have Mondays open. Yeah,
Nice.
I am doing Pokemon full time.
Oh, dude, really? Man,
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. But yeah, and then hopefully I should have more time for I don't know, maybe some more anime stuff. Which I've been saying for the last 5 years, but you know, maybe we'll eventually get there. I'm still of the idea that doing like a written like review type of style, you know what I mean? I think it would be pretty cool.
Right.
You know, where I have like my take and then your take, you know.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, just floating ideas out there. So
This would be interesting.
yeah, and then people, because people could support my questionable views and support your Takopi loving views. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for us today. We will be back next week, maybe on Sunday. I'm also gonna be moving soon, so I might be a little busy for some Sundays, but we'll try to knock it out when we can.
Right.
Yeah, so Takopi, Original Sin, Bananas, 7 out of 10. Myself, 6 out of 10. And Chainsaw Man manga, 10 out of 10, easily. If you haven't read, I highly recommend that you start now. It's I would say it's very much so worth it. I think the ability to read through all the chapters without having to dredge through them is finally here. And Fujimoto he's fucking doing it. You know what I mean? He's fucking doing it. And I appreciate him for that. Excuse me. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much love. More hate. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Hate. Yeah.
Take care.
Be more hateful, guys.
Be more hateful. This stream inspired me to write the type of review that has the word fast. Dude, okay. What the fuck?
Facile.
An exact
I
copy,
had a lot.
especially written. I did not. Facsimile. Facsimile.
Yes, facsimile.
Or you could use it as a
Yeah,
verb.
I do like big word. Big
Facsimile.
word, good.
Yeah, hey, you learned big words on the stream. You learned big words
Yeah,
on the stream.
we used the biggest word.